What is going on, guys? Mcskillet here, and I've actually got gameplay of all the new clutch gloves, and this would have taken a very long time to record, but a follower of mine actually hooked me up with a WS server, so I was able to test out and record all of them for the video. So I'm also giving away 4 flip knife marble fades for this video as well, so just like, comment, and subscribe as always. But as you can see, we're starting off with the Hydra Gloves. First one was the case hardened, and the Hydra Gloves are basically the replacement to the Bloodhound Gloves. These are the emerald ones. And these ones are the Rattler. But basically, of course, the other glove cases had the Bloodhound gloves, and now that I guess that Operation Bloodhound's a lot older, they decided to change the new ones to the Hydra gloves. So there's no new Bloodhound gloves, but there's 4 new Hydra gloves, and the case harden's pretty interesting. My friend said he got one, and he doesn't think it's possible to get a blue gem, but if someone managed to unbox one that's a blue gem or something, which I'm not sure if it's even possible, I'll definitely have a video on that. But either way, here, now we're on to the sport gloves. These are actually the sport gloves bronze morph, which are pretty crazy looking. There's definitely some wild looking gloves, some new ones. So I don't know, some of the old gloves might start to go down in value now that there's so many new gloves, because actually 25 new gloves, I believe, or I think it was 24, something like that. So a very large influx of new gloves. These gloves right here were actually leaked in they were in the CSGO game files for a while. I didn't even think these were going to be added to the game, but I believe there was actually like a few of these that were in that original file that has always been in the game, but they never added them until now. But most of the other gloves are actually brand new. These are the Sport Gloves Omega, and the pink ones are the Sport Gloves Vice, which are pretty damn flashy. And if you actually watched my video from 2 months ago, by the way, it basically has every single one of the new case skins. I actually had a video talking about it because they're all found with the Chimera tag on it, and some workshop people I've talked to have told me before that basically just confirms that it's been added to the game. So if you're a Mcskillet follower and you actually saw that video, you actually would have already known all the new skins in the new case. But I'll definitely do some videos on some of the new skins in the new case. There's definitely some really good ones. And here's some very interesting gloves. These are actually the Specialist Gloves Crimson Web, which seems kind of pointless because there's already Crimson Kimono Specialist Gloves and Emerald Web Specialist Gloves. These are just red Emerald Web, basically. And here's a pretty cool pair. These are actually the Specialist Gloves Fade. They don't really look like any fade thing we've seen before, but I think they can actually have different patterns. So we'll see what people end up getting. Here is probably one of the most boring pair of gloves. It's actually the Arboreal, but yeah, guys, obviously got to have a few pretty cheap pairs. And this pair of gloves right here, I think these might actually be worth a decent amount just because of the meme value. They're actually hand wraps that are duct tape, just straight up duct tape. I don't know if people will actually like these, but I do think it's pretty funny. And here's the other pair of hand wraps, the overprint ones. And yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of the hand wraps. I think the sport gloves and actually probably the driver gloves in the new case I think are the coolest. These are probably the best of the hand wraps. I would say these are the Cobalt Skulls, but overall the hand wraps are not really too great. But we're definitely really set on gloves. I honestly don't think we really need any gloves in CSGO for like another few years now, if ever. I mean, there's so many gloves in the game. I mean, what are you even supposed to choose from at this point? But now we're on to the driver gloves. These are probably the most boring of all the driver gloves. But here are the driver gloves Overtake, which are pretty nice, but some of the other driver gloves I actually think are really sweet. You'll see them in a second. This is probably the 3rd best of all of them. And here is actually the Imperial Plaid driver gloves. And I know it's pretty hard to come by a Pandora's Box glove, and these look pretty similar. I mean, you can even argue that some people might even like these better. So maybe the next Pandora box gloves, but here are the gloves that I think are actually the coolest. These are the King Snake ones, and they just look so clean in game. I think Anomaly likes these as well, and at first I wasn't really sure about them, but once I tried these out in game, they're just super clean. I don't think there's really just a bright clean glove like that. It's really cool. And here, now we're on to the Moto Gloves. These are probably not the most interesting ones. These are the Transport, but some of the other ones are a little cool. These are the Turtle Gloves. You got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle look on these Moto Gloves. Not the biggest fan of these, and I think these are probably the best of the new ones. These are actually the POW. I believe this was one of the leaked gloves as well. So it looks like they actually had a lot of these glove skins in the game files for a while. I'm surprised they actually now added them, but here's one that's brand new. It's the Polygon Moto Gloves, and that will conclude the video for all the new gloves. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't think anyone else on YouTube has got all the gloves recorded, and I mean, I think I'm the only one who made the video predicting all the skins. So I mean, if you're into CSGO skins, you definitely should be subscribed to your boy Mcskillet. But that's just about it for the video, guys. I'm Mcskillet, and I'm out.